What's going on, guys? Don here with you from Freeway Music. As always, I'm here for a free Facebook lesson. If you want to tune in and check it out every Tuesday, I'm here at 12. We have lessons every day, Monday through Saturday. So tune in every day and you can check out a free lesson right here on Facebook Live. Last week, I came at you and I was talking to you about rhythm, and we talked about how to fill the different parts of the 16th note. If you didn't catch that lesson, feel free to check out our archive. You can look at our videos on our Facebook page and find that. Rhythm is such an important part of music. It's people feel music before they hear music. I didn't make that up. That's a quote from Victor Wooten. It's from a really good book called The Music Lesson. So if you want to check out a really groovy book, Victor Wooten is like one of the baddest bass players of all time, and he wrote a book called The Music Lesson. It's kind of half fictional, half real. It's a pretty weird book. It's like this music lesson he has with this like fake guru, and anyway, one of the things he says is that people feel music before they hear it, which is true. So rhythm is like super crucial part of playing. Tyler, thanks for reposting last week. I saw you posted about how important it is to be a great rhythm guitar player, to be a great lead guitar player. And that's very true. And a lot about what I'm going to talk about today has to do with that. Has to do how does that transfer over. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite things to teach, and that's called what I call destroying the block, just breaking the block. And what I mean is, when most guitar players play, they'll play like a chord like this, and just play like the whole block when they're doing their rhythm. So it'll sound like this, and it's just like really obnoxious. There's like no spectrum of sound in there, and so that's not, and it's a real common thing. I mean, a lot of guitar players, like when they play open chords, and even when they hit the D, they'll hit the low E string. That's my favorite. But the thing is it's very important to distinguish that there are a lot of different things happening here within one chord. There are 6 notes that make up this chord here, or there's 3 notes, but 6 strings, I should say, inside of this chord shape here. So, it's important to break it up. So, what I recommend doing first to break the block is to break it in bass and treble. So, like, let's say I'm doing this this A7 chord here, right? So if I got the bass notes, which are these 3 strings, and then the treble notes, these 3 strings. Cool. So like, let's just say that I'm doing a funky rhythm, and look, funk's really easy to do rhythm exercises with. You can do this with any kind of rhythm, okay? Whether it's bossa nova, or whether it's like pop rhythm or whatever. I just think funk is easy to illustrate this stuff with, because it's a very rhythmic type of style of music. So anyway, I'm going to go bass, treble. What I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to play the rhythm like normal first. So here it is, like with the full block. Right, now I'm going to break it up into just the bass. And then I'm going to go treble. All right, now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix the two. Okay, I'm going to go bass to treble. Picks like strumming just these 3 and these 3. So it's kind of cool. Like right away, you can hear how it gives a lot more dimension to the chord, right? It's like you're adding some dimension to it, and it's not so flat. Like it's just a flat block. You're breaking it up into some pieces and gives it some dimension. You can break this up in any way. You can do the rhythm any way you want. You can start on the treble part, and then go down to the bass part, so you can split the 2 up, right? Another way that you can think about it is going bass, middle, treble. So you got like these 2 strings, these 2 strings, these 2 strings. You can almost, if I just mute the strings like that, you can almost hear like the rhythmic potential there, right? You got. Right? And so if I'm holding a chord like this, it's the same thing, right? I've got. So I can do that rhythm in the bottom 2 strings, middle 2, top 2, middle 2, and bottom 2. So I'm taking the chord and I'm breaking it into pieces, right? And so then I could take that rhythm and watch this. I'm going to take it across all 3 sets. So that time I went bass, middle, treble. And what I'm doing is I'm breaking the chord, so it gives it a lot more depth, right? Just playing just like the whole block. See how obnoxious that sounds? It's like you don't have any depth to it at all. It's just like someone smacking you in the face with a frying pan, and there's not any like, you don't break the chord up and add depth to the chord. There is a time and place for that. Like if you're trying to be really raucous with a lot of energy and you're trying to like, there is a place for that. So I'm not saying it doesn't have a place. I'm just saying it's good to have both sides, right? Okay, so let's talk about how you can break it down even further. So you can break it down into smaller sets like that, and you can also break it down to just single strings. Like you can take like a scale like this, like pentatonic, or like your Mixolydian mode, or your arpeggio. You can take any of those things and just do single note stuff like this. Taking like notes. So what you can do is take the pentatonic scale. This is a good exercise, and just like do that same rhythm that I was doing before, and just do it on each string with the pentatonic or each note. I basically just took that rhythm and I just put it in single notes. You know, I could do that with the pentatonic scale. I could do it with the Mixolydian scale. And I'm just doing that same rhythm now, just single notes. With single notes just like you can with chords, you know. And so what you have to do when you're doing that is just a good exercise is just to try to like play a scale and mute the rest of the notes like that. So right there, I had a note open there. I should fix that. You should be able to play all your single notes and mute the rest of them, so that you can get that funky rhythm with single notes like that. And you could do it like, so now you have like a full chord you can play. You got the chord broken in 2 pieces, bass and treble. You got the bass, middle, treble. You got single notes that you can use, right? And then you also have, you could do like, you could skip a string. Like I might do like these 2 strings right here. Is just I'm playing basically around an A Mixolydian scale here, but I'm just like skipping a string. So I got these 2, so you can do your rhythm like. So I'm still doing rhythm, but I'm choosing like just 2 notes, right? I don't need this, right? I got these 2 notes here. Or what about these 2? Right? Or I could do octaves. Like I could do like an octave. You guys can see like rhythm gets like a lot more complex than just doing this, and that goes for like if I'm doing like a G chord, like I can do some other stuff. like it gets a lot. I'm doing a lot more than just playing like a. Right, I'm breaking it up into different string sets. I'm using single notes, and so if you put it all together, you can get really funky. I'll just do a little E jam, kind of show you. I'm gonna try to mix up all the ideas. So here we go. So like there you go. I just took a lot of the ideas, just kind of put them together, and I'm getting creative with it. So it's important to understand how to feel the different parts of the rhythm, but it's also important to like break your chord apart and use your little drum set here. Right, you got basically a drum kit built into your guitar, which is kind of dope. You know, a lot of times we take comments and questions, so you know, I don't see anything quite yet as far as like questions and comments, and that's fine. Like I know these kind of things sometimes like people just want to watch and absorb. That's great. If you do have a comment, you know, feel free to throw it on here. I'll answer it now, or I'll answer it later. I don't have to answer it right this second. Okay. The other thing too is if you guys have something you want to learn about, I mean, just comment. You know, we're happy to teach anything that you want to learn, whether it's about rhythm like I'm teaching you today, or scales, or arpeggios, or theory, or maybe you want to learn a song. Maybe you're like, hey, I've always wanted to learn how to play Blackbird by the Beatles. Can you break it down for me? I'll be happy to break down a song for you like that. No problem. Just, you know, make sure you check us out. Like I said, I'm here every Tuesday at 12. I'm happy to teach you guys, and thanks for tuning in. And hey, Angelo, my brothers out there, and Sarah Ann. I want to thank Danny, my cameraman, too. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate your help. My producer. Go ahead. Oh, that's great. Every time I say Sarah Ann, it thinks I say, hey, Siri. Fantastic. Go ahead. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the next time. Yeah, see you next time.